Hi, and welcome to my video about sustainability in Amsterdam. Often the first thing people think about when you say Amsterdam is of course the bikes. And of course we'll be talking about the bikes. But there's many other things that make Amsterdam a sustainable city. To start off, we zoom out a bit. How is Amsterdam reachable? Amsterdam is luckily very reachable by train, being very well connected, but of course is also reachable by car. However, within the city it is very expensive to park, so the best course of action, which the city also encourages, is to park on the outskirts of the city and then take the tram or metro to the center. Making taking your car inside the city center even less attractive is a recent rule that makes 80% of the streets have a speed limit of 30 kilometers per hour, making other forms of transport like the metro, tram, or biking or walking oftentimes faster. If you do end up taking the train, you'll probably end up in Central Station. Central Station is in the center of Amsterdam and is surrounded by all kinds of public transport. You can find the metro, the tram, the bus right outside of the building. With these, you can reach almost the whole city and the outskirts of the city as well. However, oftentimes the more popular option is to take the bike. All public transports, including the bike, are accessible by scanning your bank card or with any type of payment via your phone. By scanning your card, you can easily rent a bike for a day, 2 days, or 3 days for a reasonable price. And because Amsterdam is not that big of a city, the bike is often enough to traverse the whole city. And what makes biking even more attractive is the lack of cars, as well as the approximately 515 kilometers of dedicated bike path in the city. Another green initiative of Amsterdam are their green roofs. The city has made an effort to cover the roofs with vegetation. This helps with insulation, reducing energy costs. At the same time, the plants reduce the effects of heat, cooling down the roof and the building. Lastly, these roofs are made to hold a lot of water. This makes it so that in times of heavy rainfall, which are way too common in Amsterdam, a lot of water can be absorbed, as well as in times of drought, which are more and more common now in Amsterdam. With the climate changing, a lot of water will be kept there to cool the city down. The next topic on the list is the circular economy, also known as the donut economy. The initiative was pioneered in 2017 by Oxford economist Kate Raworth. Opposed to a linear economy, which stands as take, make, use, dispose, a model not sustainable in the long run, the circular economy, the focus is on keeping products, materials and resources in use for as long as possible. Amsterdam has been the first city to adopt a circular economy, creating collaborative networks and circular hotspots throughout the city. With this model in mind, Amsterdam strives to be completely emission-free by 2030 and has the goal to becoming fully circular by 2050. In short, the donut model has the goal to not produce more to break the ecological ceiling and not produce too little to not to break the social foundation. Lastly, I want to look at some pivotal moments in history that shaped Amsterdam to be the city it is today. In the Second World War, the second biggest city of the Netherlands, Rotterdam, got completely flattened. Rotterdam got rebuilt with modern ideas in mind, based on American ideals, the car being centric within the city. Luckily, nowadays, Rotterdam too is getting more and more bike-friendly, turning old roads back into bicycle paths. Amsterdam, however, left the war almost completely unscathed, maintaining its old center. With all the canals in the city center, this made cars way less attractive. Some big canals got filled in and made into roads where cars could ride. A pivotal moment, though, was when an American urban planner came to Amsterdam with a plan. David A. Joniken came with the Joniken Plan, with the motto, Geef de stad een kans, give the city a chance. His idea was to model Amsterdam more like an American city, building highways right through the center. However, there was a lot of pushback from the people of Amsterdam, so most of the plan never came to be. Looking back, I think Amsterdam can consider itself lucky by partly borrowing cars going straight to the city center, creating a more livable, silent and clean city.